Alright, what's good, gang? Metal Gear Solid. I'm bringing to you a classic today. And, in my humble opinion, one of the best games ever made. Though, then again, that's because it's the first game I ever played. So, we gonna get into it. And today, I'm bringing you a bit of a treat. I'm going to give you Extreme. I've never actually beaten the game on Extreme, so I feel like doing that today. Beautiful music. It's a very cinematic experience, and I'm gonna let you know right here, up front and center. This is not so much of a game as it is an interactive movie. There's gonna be a lot of cutscenes. I'm not gonna talk over most of them, and I'm gonna try to bring you all the good bits and pieces of Metal Gear Solid. Codec calls, Easter eggs, that sort of thing. Easter eggs that I know of. Yes, I played this a bunch of times as a kid. I may not know half the shit that, the internet knows. So, yeah. And I ain't skipping voices, so
this is
enjoy.
Snake. Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface, but make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
Got it. Okay, I'm ready to go.
Alright, just like that. Now, this is not gonna be a low alert play. I'll be real with you. This game is tough, especially with no radar. But you know what? There is something good about not having the radar, and that's being able to... Give me that neck. And that's being able to use every tool to your at your disposal. I must admit that when playing on normal or any difficulty below hard and you have the radar, I'm just gonna stay looking at the radar. There's no reason to look at anything else. Right now, we have nothing to do but to wait for the elevator.
There's an elevator there you can take up to the ground. You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
I think it is a 5-minute ordeal, but during this I'm going to just walk around, explore a little bit, get reacquainted with the controls. That is alright. Really? Yeah, their cone of vision is definitely a lot larger than it was before. Talk about a bullshit ass capture though. Looking around the rosy? Alright, cool. And we in this bitch. Easy peasy. Ooh, okay, so because GOG is a little difficult with controls and all that, it didn't integrate properly, I'll say. So I downloaded a couple mods that'll let you use the analog stick. Better sound quality, especially with the music. And outside of that, nothing. I don't want to alter this game beyond its native because I want to give you guys the authentic experience. Fun fact, Solid Snake is the reason why I grew a fro. When I was a kid, I thought this nigga had a fro. Just like Chris Redfield from Resident Evil. Thought he had a fro. I was wrong.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh? By the way, how's the diversionary operation going?
2 F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel, what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no idea. But it looks like our little diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed. There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly a hind in this kind of weather.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling. She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton radar system. Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake. It's an honor to speak to a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
You're just flattering me.
No, I'm serious. Well, I know I won't be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on. I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot to learn about each other.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend.
We'll be monitoring your movements by radar, so contact us by codec anytime you want.
Got it. I'll call if I'm feeling lonely.
Seriously, Snake, we're here to back you up, so call if you need some information or advice. I'm also in charge of your mission data. Contact me if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
Remember, except for your binoculars, you're naked. You need to arm yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I remember. First I'm strip searched by Dr. Naomi here, and then all my weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
If you want to get in, there's the front door. It's the fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted by the enemy.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them to let me in. There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and pineapples.
What about the air duct near the door? There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I can't see it from here.
I'll let you decide the best COA. I'm counting on you, Snake.
Alright, and we're finally in the game. Moments like that are going to happen a lot. The way I describe this game best is it's not a traditional game. It is more of a boss rush. And I'm cool with it.
Surveillance camera?
It gets the job done. Like I said, it's supposed to be a very cinematic experience. And right here, prime example on why I like the, why I don't mind playing on extreme mode. Where's Buddy at? Aha, there you go. Why I enjoy playing on extreme mode. Well, never played on it before, but right here, this chaff grenade would normally throw out your radar. Fuck. That was close. But there's a dude downstairs that I'm being wary about. There are two ways to get in, like Colonel was saying. You can go downstairs, you can come up here. Personally, I like to go from the upstairs. And this is actually a feature that I did not know was even in the original game. I found out, or found it by, testing. And that's being able to run around in first-person view mode. Nobody told me about that. Normally, you just hold triangle or Y or what have you. Oh.
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
Okay. Now, what was I talking about? Right. Actually. Fuck! I can't remember. Right, first person view mode. Normally you just press Y or triangle or what have you. And you go into first person view mode. Cool. You double tap it and you stay in first person view mode, which is going to be beautiful when playing on extreme. In fact, it's probably going to be the lifesaver.
I moved the Darker Chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the Chief.
Alright. back in the business. Let's me see. I've beaten this game numerous times on easy. Normal. You know, I've been playing this game since I was 5 years old. And it's sort of a comfort game. I can always go back to it. It, in fact, got me in a little bit of trouble when I was in kindergarten. Everybody else was talking about, hey, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to be like my mommy or daddy. You know, being a teacher or a firefighter. Me, I wanted to make nukes. And the teacher was a little put off by that.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Right. There's gonna be a lot of those codec calls that are pretty much useless. I don't know why we have tutorial codec calls on extreme mode, but hey. Alright. Camera's pretty easy to trick. There we go. And I just grabbed one of the most useful items in the game, the thermal goggles, because later on when you come back to this area, this door is going to be closed. It's going to be locked, and I think the door lock is going to be a level 4 or 5, or maybe 3, I don't know. But yeah, just grab them right now while you can. Now, we're coming up over here, and before actually, I love the camera. I love the different angles you can play around with. But before I continue, I actually want to do a few codec calls. What I haven't been doing was calling people as they say call them, because you need to call them once in order for their number to log. So, what I need to do, because there's a number that I should have but haven't called.
Good.
Equip
You've
the
got yourself a
SOCOM.
weapon. To use it, first hold down the
And
R2
he's going to
button
tell you
enter
how to
weapon
use
mode.
it and
Then
give you the
select
number
the weapon
for
you want with the
Nastasha.
directional button. After you've selected the weapon you want, let go of the R2 button to exit weapon mode. The weapon you selected should appear in your hand. To use the weapon,
Tutorial
follow the
shit. I'm
directions
not worried about
displayed
it.
in the window. If you use the R1 button, you can equip your weapon more quickly. While you're barehanded, press the R1 button to equip the last weapon you used. Press the R1 button while you're holding a weapon to be barehanded again. Don't fire your gun needlessly, or you might be discovered. If you had a gun with a suppressor, it would be a different story. If you have any questions about weapons or equipment, you should ask our military analyst, Nastasha. Her frequency is 141.52.
So we're going to go ahead and give her a call. This is going to be a sort of a lore through where I'm trying to collect as many codec calls and information that I can. And yeah, this is going to be the series.
This is Nastasha Romanenko. A pleasure to work with you, Solid Snake.
You're the nuclear specialist that the Colonel mentioned?
That's me. You can ask me anything about nukes that you want. I am also a military analyst, so I have an extensive knowledge of weapon systems as well. They asked me to participate in this operation as a supervisor from the Nuclear Emergency Search Team. I was happy to accept. We must not allow terrorists to get their hands on nuclear weapons of any kind. I hope I can help you to stop them.
You're a tough lady.
Those terrorists are serious about launching a nuclear weapon? The world cannot stand by idly and allow that to happen, and neither can I. Unfortunately, all I can do from here is provide you with information.
Hopefully that'll be enough. Another soldier here wouldn't make a difference anyway. It's good to work with you, Nastasha.
Same here, Snake.
Now, I don't believe she's actually ever reintroduced into the series, which is a shame because I wanted to know more about her character. I think she is the only person in this game. Alright, I won't say in this game, but only support character that isn't brought back in some way, shape, or form. I could be wrong though. I intend on going through the rest of the Metal Gear games as we move forward with this channel. So let's call her again, get her opinion on the SOCOM. I clicked out of the window.
Good. You found a SOCOM. That's a Special Operations Command pistol. It's a 45 caliber pistol with plenty of stopping power. It's also equipped with a LAM for nighttime combat. If you hold down the weapon button, you can train the laser sight on the enemy to help you aim. If you find a SOCOM suppressor, you can equip that too. That pistol was designed specifically for use by special forces, so I think it will be useful. Some people find it a little heavy and hard to use, but it shouldn't be a problem for you.
Cool. We can also ask her about the stun grenades and chop grenades, which is what I'm going to do. This is going to be a slow burn type of series, so if you are not interested in that, by all means, go the fuck away. There are plenty of other Let's Plays on YouTube, but if you want to stick around, hey, welcome. I'm glad to have you.
Those are stun grenades. They are often used in sensitive operations such as freeing hostages and that sort of thing. Sometimes they are called flash bangs or sound and flash grenades. They make a big flash and lots of noise, which will disorient and disable your opponents temporarily. You have to understand that they won't kill the bad guys, but just stun them for a few seconds. Use them wisely.
One of my favorite tools. Well, I won't even say that. I'm looking forward to using these. Because again, in lower difficulties, you have the radar. You're not really going to get caught unless you're trying or you just suck at the game, and that's okay. We all start off by sucking at the game. But I could see their use when in the situation where you get caught, because you get swarmed. I don't know why this game likes to do it, but it will spawn enemies right outside the screen, and you will get fucked up real quick if you don't know what you're doing. Stun grenades, gonna be a beautiful thing. I can see it already. Same thing with chaff grenades. I don't have to worry about a radar. I don't have to worry about knocking out a radar. So I can toss a chaff grenade if I don't feel like dealing with cameras. Which I might just do in the next couple seconds. We're gonna see.
That's a chaff grenade. It's a special grenade that disperses thin, narrow metallic strips of various lengths and frequency responses. It can confuse electronic equipment. It will be useful against machines which depend upon electronic sensors. Naturally, for it to be effective, you must use it before you are attacked. If you are expecting an attack, spread the chaff beforehand.
Cool. And I did just look it up. Yeah. The enemy field of vision is going to be extended by a lot, which cool. Realism. If you get on like that, that camera's going to be looking my way. There we go. Alright. Fuck yeah. And he's way over there. The guard's probably going right on the other side of the tank. That means we have a clear shot to get to the elevator. Beautiful. I love when these things work out. We're gonna head down to the basement first floor. And we're commencing with the game. I know I've said that a bunch of times now, but seriously, this is a very cinematic experience. We're here to rescue him. Him and one other person. Well, two, technically. That is the DARPA chief. I don't need you to tell me how to climb a damn ladder. Right here, actually. We already have a ration, so I doubt it's gonna ever like spawn another. But that's not what's important about this duct. you can actually come in here and ruin your game. This is where a lot of speedrunners do the out of bounds glitch. And you know, I'll just show you. I don't care. Boom, boom. All right. So you go about right here. You look up and you stand, like as you're coming out of the first person view mode, you stand up and, well, I did say I'd show you. You stand now and you'll be out of bounds. You cannot go back in there. Now it's going to be difficult because the radar is how you navigate in this mode, but what you need to do, usually there's a level 6 door. Ah, there we go. So there we go. So once you step in front of that 6, that this door on the other side, opposite side of course, it will skip half the game. We are not here for that. But if you ever want to speedrun the game, there's one of the main tricks. Now, let's get on with it, shall we? It's going to be a long let's play, and we don't have all the time in the damn world. God, I'm low-key actually nervous. Looking forward to the extreme
God, a damn
experience.
Cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
My friends, this is one of the more important characters in Metal Gear. He is recurring. He is a cinnamon bun. We are not going to kill him. And there's nothing important going on down there. But we did get a second set of mags. Hold on, wait a minute. 3, 6, 9, 12 rounds. Okay, so that's Illinois legal. If you didn't know, Illinois is where I'm based at. I think in this state we can't have more than 15 rounds, or I think it's 15 the limit.
Is that a woman?
She is another cinnamon bun. Love her to death. We're here to rescue her. The fuck up, Colonel. Just shut the fuck up. This is the Colonel's niece. Now you would not know that until watching unless you watch the briefing beforehand, which I did. If you guys want that included, then I'll throw that in its own separate video. It's another 20 minutes of sitting, and I don't feel like doing that again. And we come here, boom. Now we have another 10-minute cutscene, so sit back, relax, grab your popcorn, all that good stuff. Enjoy the ride.
Who's that? I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We're conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex?
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes. Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Arms Tech?
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes. They cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon?
What is it?
What's that? Hey, what happened?
Dead.
Naomi, the chief. What happened?
I don't know. It looked like a heart attack, but...
A heart attack? No.
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
Absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the complete file.
You want me to believe that you're in charge of this op, but you don't have complete access to the file?
I told you, the Secretary of Defense is in operational control. I'm just here as your support. Snake, we don't have time to debate. Get out of there and find President Baker.
And there's that. The DARPA chief has met an unfortunate end, and Johnny is getting an unfortunate ass whipping. If I hadn't mentioned it before, Johnny is the soldier that was out there. I did want to show you guys this. Man, you can see it. What up, dog? And this is another, oh no. Is that screen tearing I see? We're just gonna pretend it's a part of the game.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking.
How you doing, folks? This is editing Brandon, and I just gotta say, look at my face here. That is the face of confusion. Confused because why the hell would anybody pull out a gun while looking down the rifling of another one? I don't care if the person holding said gun is green as grass. They're probably going to be jumpy. And if you pull that gun, well, muzzle flash is going to be the last thing you've seen. Why Solid Snake would do this, I don't know. But, you know, Hollywood cinema or whatever the fuck. Back to the game.
Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never shot a person, am I right?
You talk too much.
You haven't even taken the safety off, rookie.
I told you I'm no rookie!
You're not one of them, are you?
Open that door. You've got a card, don't you?
Why?
So we can get the hell out of here.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed. What are you doing? Don't think! Shoot!
And the first boss. Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me! I have limited health.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie.
I'm telling you, shoot!
Ah, perfect. Yoink. Please put in some work, Meryl. Yoink. Bullets? Bullets! Alright. Easy. Alright. Look at that! First boss done.
Thanks for the help.
Wait! Who are you?
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry, sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind. Now we'll never get that detonation code. Boss, I have a good idea.
Naomi, I just had some kind of hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
No, Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was it?
It must have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound's psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
So that was Mantis.
Okay. Now, unfortunately, I have to end this a little early and pick up in a few minutes because somebody let the dog out and the dog likes to be as vocal as humanly possible. The mic picks up everything right by a window. So with that being said, thank you for stopping by. If you did stop by, come see me in the next one. I'm looking forward to seeing you there. That being said, take it easy.